2021, we recorded an episode and it was titled "Why Am I Still Single?" And it's basically because it was a question that we would individually get or asked so many times, and it's just like, do you know what?
I don't think I did.
Okay, maybe it was me.
I did as well.
People would ask you that.
People would just be
100%.
like, "Oh my God, like why are you
still
single?"
Or like, why are you single?
People actually ask that question.
Yes. I've been asked that question on this pod by a guest.
Yeah.
You don't
Even
remember?
when we go to other pods, they're like, "Oh, why are you girls still single?"
Yeah.
Maybe the question just goes in one ear
In
and
one ear,
out
out
the
the
other.
other. Yeah, no, but we...
No, because I'm just thinking like, okay, no.
Because for example, even if you talk like if you say something, they're like, "Oh, like I don't know how to explain it," but there's normally like a reason why they're like, "Wow, like I don't understand like why you girls are like single." Or even if we say like, I don't even know.
Okay,
what
that's
trigger it.
fine. You've given examples of things that have happened like within the last couple of years. Like people say that coming on the pod, but in 2021.
Yeah. I think that was even when it was worse.
It was more
I think it was worse.
rampant.
Yeah.
It was more rampant.
100%.
So we basically
And
were
even
like,
even guys that are trying to move to you will ask you the question,
why are you single?
Why are you single?
Yeah. You've never had that before.
Wow. I'm like, what? Why are you single?
Yeah.
Hey!
No.
That'll be
Oh, you're
that's even
single.
the
Why are
opening
you single?
line.
Yeah. That's
And I feel like
Wow.
they even
conversation starter.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I said I wasn't emotionally ready.
Yeah.
I still feel like I probably wasn't emotionally ready for that relationship that I then went into. I feel like I went into it prematurely. I went into it with my whole body instead of me to go with my hand. I went with my whole body.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
Did you know that at the time, or is this now hindsight?
Hindsight.
Okay. So at the time, you did feel ready.
Yeah, like me saying I don't feel like I'm emotionally ready. I definitely think I still felt that going into the relationship, but I thought that I could mature and do stuff in the relationship because I felt like I was with the person I was going to be with for the rest of my life. So I was like, oh, I just need to grow with this person and stuff like that. So for causes as well, I had been in a relationship whilst I was in uni, which was very, compared to the relationship I got into afterwards, that one is just
Play
go
on the
play
side.
kids.
Hey, you didn't know what was heading your way.
What? That one was
kids play.
preschool, reception,
the creche.
Creche, playground stuff. So to be honest, to this day, I don't really claim that first relationship. Like I don't. It wasn't.
I don't even claim it for you. You know.
Yeah, like I don't
even know his name, honestly.
I don't claim it because it wasn't. I don't think it held.
But towards the end, though, Tammy, there was a bit of drama. It was a bit juicy.
Yeah, it was a bit juicy, but then it ended because.
As a woman, you take two moves. You take the move of you assess what approaches you, and you make do with it, or you go out there and you do and you basically fish for what you want. And I feel like you don't do this. Well, you haven't done the second, even though the first is not working.
Yeah.
So it's like you're waiting for someone to come, but it's like, have you really been like actively going for what you see outside? So like, if you actually see something outside, like, are you actively going for it, or is it a case where you say that you haven't actually even seen it outside?
I think to your second point, actually, that's really interesting because I think I was reflecting on it like in preparation for this episode. You know me, I like to prepare. And I was thinking actually like, I mean, I've been doing this kind of like not like unknowingly, but even just working on myself, because sometimes I'm even thinking to myself like, hey, the things that these guys are saying that they even want from a woman. I'm not saying that you need to be like this, like, you know, like this lady was saying, like do all these things so that a man can, like, it's never that deep. But however, like I was saying earlier, there are certain things that men like to do, right? Like certain roles that they like to assume in a relationship. And honestly, I have a hard time like accepting that. Like I just know it.
Can you give an example?
So for example, like just assume, like just relying on somebody to be your sole provider. Like I really struggle with that. Like struggle with the idea that like when a guy used to say to me like, oh, I wouldn't want my wife to work. Like I would want to be the person that works and I bring in the money and then my wife sits at home. She takes care of the kids, right? Not even because he's being like, you know, anti-feminist or whatever, but just because he honestly just doesn't want to put that kind of strain on his wife. My immediate rebuttal used to be, no, I'm not relying solely on this person because what if something happens to you?
Preach that.
I used to preach that, right?
Like, yeah, we both used to preach it.
Yeah, like, and even now, like, I'm trying to let it go, but it's still something I'm struggling with. And I think as well, because I know I can do it on my own, like, and it's bad.
And so just jump in as well, especially because you're saying that you want to find like a leader, someone that
Yeah,
can lead you.
it's-
Like, are you even
it's like,
are you
are
ready
you
to even be
even
ready
submissive?
So that's
and
what I'm
fully
saying.
trust? I think now though it's really, really different. So since then, and you guys would know, because obviously I know you guys have been asking for the tea about what happened in my relationship. Like I said, that tea will come out one day later on down the lines. I might even write a tell-all book. But anyway, so as part of my life, hopefully when we make it, it will be chapter 7 maybe. So
Victoria chapter.
hey, so yeah, so I had been in a relationship. I think I was
Not too long after.
Yeah, I was talking to the person, and then basically maybe like I think it was actually like a month or so after, is when I actually got into a relationship, and that relationship lasted for like 2.5 years, and we were talking for like a year prior to that. So at that point we were talking for a year, and then again long talking stage. Work with it. And luckily lockdown as well helped, so it helped fees and work our way through those things. And then was in a relationship for 2.5 years, and then we ended. So basically, context now is I've been single for just over a year now. So if I had to say about why am I still single, it's reflecting post that breakup, right?
Okay.
Which is not like crazy far away. That's 1 year. But I would say that one part is definitely kind of tied to Tammy, is actually like I felt like in my heart that I had actually moved on from that person very quickly, just because of how things ended, how my body's wired. Like I can't even pretend and say, I make it seem like as if I was really like hung on the situation. Like I actually wasn't. I'm not going to try and front. But what I actually didn't preempt would take such a long time, which was actually affecting me. It wasn't ever my feelings for that person. I never wished I wanted to go back. I never wished that I had what I had, which is even why when you mentioned first love, I'm like, I don't think that was my first love. Like when you mentioned about the extremes, I don't think that was my
honestly,
first.
I don't think
it was my first love at all. Like I say to people that I don't think
you will know. Like honestly, you will know.
Exactly.
You will know.
I don't think that was my first love. Unfortunately, I don't think I've experienced heartbreak before.
It's the fact that we're both like, we didn't think so.
I don't think I've experienced heartbreak before. So
trust me.
Yeah,
you must know.
You did not
exactly.
experience
So a lot of realizations.
1 inch.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of
no.
realizations that came out after.
You thought you were getting this content for free in this recession? Oh, no. To watch the full episode, make sure you sign up with the link below.